I want to talk about the Resident 3. Um, the um, the characters of Resident 3. And I would like to be talk about the Jill and Carlos, how they look. This is the original that became like the CGI series, and like this would have been like to see like that you play as like would have been, but then like I say, it didn't want to the direction that most fans know, like would have just guessed correctly that the Resident 3 will have been like in the CGI series, like similar to the original, but but rebooted to inspiration. And the Resident Jill and Carlos is from the original. It would have been like make sense into like a TV series. It's possible, that Resident the game of Resident 3, it's possible that it would have been like a TV series or a movie live action. Um, like I said, Resident was like it's playable in this game. It's like a lot different than how the remake of the games that was released. This has like puzzles. It has like storytelling. It has like a skip, like it shows parts like this from the CGI series and the Resident Evil. Like I said, there's already a Carlos and Jill. Like it exists. Like fans, like it exists. Like they could like fan cast of a Resident series, like what the characters will be. And I know it exists is in there, and like I kind of like did a fan cast for Carlos and Jill, and it would make sense that they could really do look like the characters of Resident 3. I think Resident 3 will probably be bigger than Resident 2 because this if it goes there's there's different universes. There are three universes: the movie universe, the 1.5 universe, the action universe. Where the action universe is where like how Walker Raccoon City is, where Carlos and no Jill meets with Leon and Claire. That's like the action universe. But if they have gone that universe further, they would have had Carlos added in the series and all. It would still be like a fast-paced thing that the movie Welcome Raccoon City was. But like I said, Welcome Raccoon City was good because of the mansion, the intro, the beginning of the intro, where the zombies appear and Rico from Bravo team, the only member from Bravo that made the cut from um, Resident Resident Evil, and um, and that's when Chris wasn't in control and was like trying to stop the zombies while his team is already getting taken down, and then he almost got taken down, but Jill saved him. Chris did well, It's just that it shows that the Star Wars members weren't like prepared for the mansion, and that's why they added that. Like I say, this is the different universes, three universes of Resident Evil. The movie universe where they made their story like they always do, and they add the game like if it's ever been live action movie reboot or remade, and sometimes they will change it, but it still would be like Resident Evil. Just could be like how the movie Alice was. It was all by action. First, it was horror, and it was super scary at the beginning, and then they changed to like more action and stuff, and they went back to its roots with the Welcome Raccoon City, but it's in their own. They're doing the same thing similar to Resident Evil, or like you talking about the video, talking about Resident Evil in in the video or whatever, and they're kind of listen, but it's harder, like similar to that, it's doing their own thing, and the Nemesis and like what have been shown, like similar to the Resident Evil, um, Nemesis would have been shown in the movie Welcome Raccoon City or William Birkins. If they did that, the Jill has to be like unconscious and have a dream about her past, what happened in the mansion of Resident Evil, and Kylo's doing his thing, but not, so Kylo's pretty much got killed off in Welcome Raccoon City, or I don't know what is this universe? Is it Alice universe, or is it a different universe that they created? And Jill, Leon, Chris, Wesker survived, and Claire survived in the series, but most of the characters has been killed off, like Carlos. Like if they do a reboot after with this rumor of the upcoming reboot of a movie of Resident Evil, and if they finish, would they consider like doing another movie? But like this, would they do another movie but done right? Like, will they like follow the game story, like how this is? It's like a movie, It's like it's a playable game, It's like a CGI universe. Or would have been for Resident Evil if it was released in consoles, Imagine if it was released in consoles, like the original, like how like Vendetta would have been one of them. Like I said, the CGI was rebooted, and that's why that direction that you guess would have been like Resident Evil 4 CGI, Leon from Resident Evil 4, but it was rebooted to inspiration. But if they do a Vendetta, we don't know what Resident Evil Revelation 3 is, or if Resident Evil, but they say it probably will change the look of the character, like how similar to Chris Redfield did, or he changed his look, but what happened? Fans give a feedback and return back to Chris, so we don't know what will happen in Revelation 3, what the characters look will change, and will it affect the story of Revelation 3, will it affect the game, will it affect the how the game will be if it was released, Revelation 3. Will it be like Vendetta? I think it will not, because Resident Vendetta will ever be released, like a first time ever. That probably be like similar to Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, but it will be created by Resident Evil, then some other studio that's doing Metal Gear. Like Resident Evil 3 or Resident Evil Vendetta it was made by the original Resident Evil. I think that would be our first time. They probably will be leading leading the way like they usually do sometimes, and they probably will lead the way, the spotlight maybe, if Resident Evil Vendetta is released by the original the creators that made the Resident Evil series. And probably it will be better than Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, because Resident Evil 4 remake is better than Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. It just depends on who's making it, it depends who's making the remake. Like Silent Hill 2 took forever, and you're not sure if it's gonna be um you're not sure if it's gonna be rebooted, cut content, or something like that. And for a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, it will be released, but it will be like different. You're not sure if some content will be removed. Like with Silent Hill is like is with Resident Evil kind of type of way. Like they kind of know each other, and that's why they make Silent Hill 4. You know, Silent Hill 4 is bigger. It has like more puzzles, more long, like that. But like I said, Resident Evil 3 is different. You know, it's like a action horror slash more. It was like more action. It was more like a CGI thing type of way that you watch, like how Resident Evil Infinite Darkness is. It's like that, but without the gameplay. And then we're not sure if Joe and Chris, no, if they want to do a proper remake of like a Metal Gear 3 remake. We're not sure it will be a proper remake. Oh, or the Silent Hill 2. It's starting to have its spotlight, so we're not sure if Resident Evil is just staying, not making anything lately, or any update to the hype train or such, like how Resident Evil Infinite Darkness was, and the Resident Evil 4 remake, and the Resident Evil Death Island, all the releases that was like the hype train. Will they are they like not releasing anything? There's not any like updates on Resident Evil or not? Like this is like the original. Where like consider giving like another studio to make the Resident Evil 3 remake reboot, or or will they do another Resident Evil Vendetta in the consoles? Like kind of competing against Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I'm sure most of them will like Metal Gear Solid 3 remake because it's like perhaps will be game of the year. But compared to Resident Evil 4 remake, Resident Evil 4 remake is like better. It has like a lot of stuff. Like they would have put chainsaw mode in Resident Evil 4 remake. They had the demo exists, you know. It's like considered like a game of the year for Resident Evil 4 remake with the chainsaw mode that was created in the demo, like similar to this type of difficulty of level of Resident Evil. You know, very difficult. You know, if the like how Resident Evil 3 remake was made, if ever being made like this, they'd probably be similar to Resident Evil 4 remake computer or AI. In the game of the zombies, probably be difficult, you know, and if that's just an example, and there's just guessing, and then like I say, Carlos is like it's different, and this is like a serious Carlos. Yeah, they add the DLC, but like if they do a Vendetta, they probably will be like winning against Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Metal Gear Solid, no, Resident Evil 4 remake probably will win against Metal Gear Solid 3 remake and Silent Hill, because you know Metal Gear Solid 3 remake took like a long time, and Silent Hill for the fans to have their game revive or something like that. Resident Evil has been like listening all the way, but like difficulty, you know, but they kind of listen. And they remade the Resident Evil Metal Gear Solid 4 remake, and they did the Death Island. It's very difficult, but they kind of listen type of way, like, and that's why they've been like leading the way. Or were they allowed similar how Final Fantasy did, or Resident Evil did, staying low, but now they released Resident Evil 4 remake. They're the only one released Resident Evil Death Island, then The Last of Us, you know, and not like The Last of Us Part 2 TV series will take like 2025 or 2024. Walker Raccoon City came out like in 2021 or 22. I'm not sure. 21, and then Death Island, and then there was that Infinite Darkness, and then Death Island, and then Resident Evil Village, and then Resident Evil 4 remake in 2023. They've been like doing the hype train, kind of leading the way. I don't know if they want to do it like in the movies. They're already doing the Death Island, but I'm not sure if they want to do a Vendetta game remake. Revelation 3 will be different. Probably not will how most fans trying to guess, trying to see if it's like well they it will not be the same as um the look of Vendetta, because that's what I was trying to guess, trying to put the pieces together with Revelation 3, trying to guess. But when I seen the movie of Death Island, Rebecca Chambers look different, so that's why it probably will be like how the RE engine is. Will they keep that same version? Trying to like kind of predict the how it will look, like how the movie was, and how it's a lot different than Vendetta, and how Rebecca Chambers is. Will she will look that same look for Revelation 3? Or not, it will be different. Or it will change the way the character is, and that's why like Resident Evil Vendetta is something will have been and just a Revelation 3 spin-off. Vendetta is a spin-off, it's like a different name. That would be like similar to Code Veronica, you know, it's a good chance. Then don't have type of game or that it's been a long time wasn't a spin-off, you know, or a spin-off title, but that's like related to the Resident Evil timeline, like that type of thing, like I was like Resident Evil Code Veronica remake was like a spin-off, you know, but that would be a remake. But if Resident Evil Vendetta is released, it would be similar to Code Veronica, you know, it would be kind of similar. The action buttons, you could see how it is, but while watching the movie, you just could guess it would have been, you know, like the puzzles, the tasting, maybe a timer, or Chris Redfield have to say Rebecca Chambers a timer, how long you need to find to cure your teammate that is already becoming a zombie, and Leon is doing his own thing, fighting against Linarius, and then Chris, you know, going like have to use the elevator, then you waste time. That would make sense, you know. That would make sense of if it was a game Vendetta, and like there would have been like puzzles, chasing, timer. You know how Code Veronica was in the beginning, where Code Veronica where Chris is running to chase Claire Redfield because Wesker already took her to and then Chris has to find her, and then he was running. It was different. It was like that's the first glance like how Chris was, you know, how Chris was in that Code Veronica. And that's why in Vendetta, Chris was like that, you know. That's why they keep it equal to most of the characters of Death Island. They do not. Jill has most of the action because she was gone for a while, but she's capable of doing how she is. It's just that they keep it less to the other characters and have Jill has the spotlight to have more reactions. See, and like how it is, and like Resident Evil, like Death Island, like Jill is, and how it looks, and like Kylo's, like that will you could see how Vandella will be if it was a game, but it will not. It's difficult, but it went back to its roots of the original, and like Resident Evil, like Vandella will be, saving, playing as maybe players doesn't like to wants to be Chris or so much, but why is it that they don't like Chris Redfield and they like more of Leon? Because Leon is like a popular character, and Chris is like more of a like a side character that they treated Chris Redfield like that in Resident Village. But like I say, Chris is like something. That way, Veronica was something. That I knew about Chris Redfield of his original performance. That was like I really enjoyed that performance, even Bandela, because how Chris was, and like you could see that how like Veronica was, where Chris was trying to save Claire, and then the timer began. That was like something playable for the player, and perhaps playable cutscenes. You see that, and have Chris have the player like difficult to find the direction, because you've seen it from the original game of Code Veronica of Chris running and trying to save Claire like that. Imagine if it was like a playable area. I think the player will not be able to survive because there will be a bunch of zombies, stopping them. And perhaps if they stop, if they stop the pace of what Chris was doing, game over, Or because there would be a bunch of zombies and how Chris was. That's why they added that mechanic animation where Chris was running and then he stopping everyone and going through to find Wesker, and he did. Then he fought against Wesker, and then it was a short fight. That's how it's like similar to Death Island, where they put shorter, and then they show some parts how Jill is. You see that from like in the movie, like how Jill is. She's searching, she's finding clues, she she's surviving. This is like how it is from Resident Evil 3. They took some parts from like some series and put in Death Island that I noticed. A few things that I noticed from, and like I'm not sure how it will be for like Vandella if it was playable. Like they have mentioned that if Vandella will ever be made, or Revelation 3, we're not sure if Revelation 3 will come. They probably will change how it looks or such, or like a TV series, or a like a TV series, or a movie series, or a movie based on Carlos and Jill, and like that's why like most fans wanted to see, but it will not be made. Like there's puzzles in here that Resident Evil 3. That's why like kind of like the zombies and how they changed the zombies. Resident Evil 3 was different because Jill didn't have like a big. No, it was a big thing because they know it's like similar like how the villain is from Resident Evil. When you play the game, they added it. They returned how it was. Where they went back to the how the villains was. I kind of know that beginning of the Resident Evil series. I kind of knew, they added some few things from the game and put it in the Death Island. Where you could see it, you could like foreshadowing, backtracking, or like you kind of guess like how Jill is, but you're not able to play her because not play her as a character because the Death Island, it shows you that Jill is doing her like how Jill is, Jill style, going her way, finding stuff and saving her. She went. She, she's kind of rusty, but she returned back to her perform, surviving, finding clues, saving the team of her buddies, like Chris, Leon, and Claire, that's already becoming zombies. It's like that. They added that, and like how Resident Evil is like this. They came out the stars, that left behind. Jill let her guard down, and Nemesis came in, and they tracked Jill. They took down Jill, but she escaped. Brad got killed off because Brad wasn't prepare. But they're trying to change how Brad is from Resident Evil. This is Resident Evil 1. He was kind of brave and come back for his team. That's how it is. On the Resident Evil series, doesn't mean like some heroic. It's just that Brad is just base his desire to come back and bring back stars, and then without Brad, the stars members would have got killed off, just like Death Island. Joe just got lucky, and then Joe his youth, that's what Joe's able to do. But I'm not sure. Now they notice that, we don't know if the next Resident Evil, we don't know if Jill will get killed off because he's superhuman. Now that every player knows what Jill is, like Jill is she wasn't affected by Nemesis or such on Resident Evil 5 also, and she's like superhuman, and she has her agility. I don't know if she's superhuman, maybe not, but she doesn't age. Just like Claire and Rebecca, they don't age a lot because they also got affected too by the zombies or from their campaign or whatever from the series of Resident Evil, and then Jill was doing her thing. It's just this villain from Death Island, is similar to Resident Evil 3, and Code Veronica. But I don't think Code Veronica, it's just something else. Some side villain didn't know about Chris and them. But they came after Claire because Claire was searching for her brother, Chris Redfield. That's a different story, than a villain being prepared or something like that from the series of Resident Evil. Then the Death Island is similar to Resident Evil 3. They sent Nemesis to come after stars. It went back to its roots. I really like that, just like Glenarius, face the tougher that you hadn't seen for a long time from the original. The cool would have become like a movie or something. They did that, and they bring back the villain Glenarius. There was something special with it. Then Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 6 also is like that, but the villain of the Leon face, he wasn't like a big thing, but from Resident Evil 6, and then with Glenarius from Resident Evil Vendetta, he was tougher, he was he knows, he controlled the zombies, he knows what's friend and what's foe or something, and Chris Redfield was just struggling. He was at his age, he was prepared, but he wasn't he wasn't prepared against Glenarius' comeback. He would have won. But what happened? It's just the ego of how they always let the hero survive or something. And Chris Redfield almost got killed off by the zombies. And then the zombies got killed off by the BSA. And it wasn't the first time the BSA was also bad too, with a former captain or whatever from BSA that was, but now more and Morgan and such from Aviation, and then he stepped down because he was it was bad, but then BSA went good. but we're not sure. And then now later on in this Resident Evil Village, the end, the BSA went bad, you know, the connections. But like you said, there's like a connections, but you hadn't seen them. You hadn't seen any of them. You just seen former Umbrella stuff, like how similar to like they have like they're like kind of geniuses type of way because the that's why it's like kind of a marvel on its own way that that Chris, Leon, and uh and Jill facing villains that they have either they know how to put superpowers on themselves, they're immortal, and they it's like that, you know. It's like that. They did that in the like they're immortal and they don't have to like they're facing lately that you notice, you know, from like the werewolf from Village, from Lady Miranda, that is really is immortal, but she wasn't involved in any of the series, you know. If she was, imagine if Resident Evil was rebooted in that type of way. This is just in a discussion, but imagine if Resident Evil was um having Lady Miranda in the beginning of the inspiration of the direction or such type of way in that type of direction, that would have made sense, you know. And then Spencer, that's the founder of Umbrella. I see why he wanted to be. It would have been a little different. We're not sure in that direction. Would have be if it would have been like a modal. Wesker took that, you know. And you know, it's possible that Spencer would have been revived if Lady Miranda was behind the scenes, whatever. And if she was really was involved with all the Resident Evil timeline of the games of the original canon, that would have made sense, you know. Would have made sense that she would have sent some former Umbrella employees from Resident Evil, from the series of Resident Evil. Is this a game? The canon series? And that's how it is, you know. That would have made sense, you know. It would have made sense. Lady Miranda would have sent Nemesis because she has got close connection with Spencer. It's like her mentor. That's why it's called her mentor or something. And that would have made that would have made sense with the series, and then it would have put Resident Evil like how it is, but it's not, you know. It's just a canon. Some villains with Umbrella, and use some of her how she was with Lady Miranda. She was created. She created her powers. Then she lost her powers, but you're not sure if she's like similar to one of the geniuses from Resident Evil, like Alexa Asper, Glenarius, Resident Evil Zero, Spencer, that survived all the way. And notice about Jill and the stars, and that's why I sent out Nemesis. Look who sent Nemesis, you know? That could be Spencer, you know? From the founder of Umbrella. That could be. And she had a hard time against Nemesis in Resident Evil 3. Then Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2, William Birkins was tough, but Claire and Leon survived because Claire like knows the Raccoon area from Raccoon City. Leon was just a rookie. He was still OP how Leon OG is. It's just that Leon was struggling and then got help and by Lux, you know? By Lux all the time with him. And then Glenarius knew about the stars but came just like Chris came after villain areas, but Chris wasn't prepared. It's like how it is. It went back to its roots, and like Lady Miranda could have survived. It did show the DLC of Rose that perhaps like Lady Miranda is capable of surviving because she's a mold. She's like she has multiple mold, whatever, that maybe she is surviving. Would have maybe infused with Rose and to control her or not from Lady Miranda from Resident Evil Village. That would have make sense if that went that direction. But we're not sure if Lady Miranda survived or she didn't, or she became Winter just to trick Rose to capture her again. But that will not make sense in the Resident Evil Revelation. No, Resident Evil Village. That will not make sense if Lady Miranda survived. He wasn't modeled, Chris took him three years to take down Lady Miranda. And he finally did. But after that, it's over with the series. The Lady Miranda. If Chris Redfield's not going BSA, who will be the next villain? Because right now it's being like kind of smart that the villains from Resident Evil doing. Like that finally now you see that this is like from the past. Before this is further, they got older now. They're older, but Jill is still young. That's why Chris perhaps called Jill for backup because Jill is superhuman, super agility. She's smart. She knows she's the master of unlocking. She's she's very smarter than Chris, I think. I don't see her struggle or got saved from any of her. Or maybe she did. No, that was Claire. Claire, she's immortal. Claire, no, doesn't age, similar to Jill, but Claire doesn't have agility. I don't know about her agility because she got saved by Miranda from Revelation 2. Jill is different. We don't know how she is. We don't know because Nemesis, she's able to fight against him. People come back, and then you see some acting parts. Like Jill still was infected by Nemesis. Wesker fought against Jill. She could take the hit from Wesker, like from Resident Evil 5 Lost Nightmare. That direction. That's why finally Jill is coming back. I think Chris is asking for like backup from Resident Evil 9 because this is his last game. He's older. We're not sure which characters will be appearing in the series. There probably will be a big threat similar to Resident Evil Village, Miranda, or Resident Evil. Like, they think they know about Resident Evil, but like I said, there's always a smart way in it. They always come in or type of way, like that, they like how like they thought that Lady Dimitri was like the main villain, but it isn't, and like they make like clips or something about like she was the main villain all along, but really Resident Village went like that the same direction as like Code Veronica was. It's the Lady Miranda is now the main villain spotlight, and pretty much kill off all the characters, you know. Pretty much did, you know. Would have to like done something to Ethan Winter. He did, you know. It shows that you know characters will get killed off, will have a hard time. Leon was three of three of them, and then Jill has a chance. You know how they say they gave a choice to Jill. I don't think they didn't explain that. They give Jill a choice to save his teammate, to save Claire, but didn't. You know, and then the villain made the decision for them. You know, Jill escaped. Leon helped with like a flash grenade or something, and then Jill went on her way with the series, and then looking for someone. You know, like this, like Resident 3 is. You know, Jill did have a hard time, but Jill like kind of defeated Nemesis on her way. It's just that Carlos helped. Jill is still like OP for preparing. She's more better, but we're not sure if they want to go action. You know, how like a Resident, they never players will probably will never gonna see once like the one I expect to see like what will happen, you know. But it's Resident Evil, you know. When you got in the game, it's not like always action and this type of way. In this type of way, the characters who could get killed off, you know. That's why. That's why. Like we don't kill. Now you know that she's like superhuman. The villains perhaps will know. They already have their data, you know. They already have Chris, Jill, Claire, and Leon. That's right, they took down Leon and them, all three of them. Give Jill a choice, save them or not. No? But you know, Chris was more prepared. No? Jill's like desperate. They both were the one that beated Umbrella on the Dark Side Umbrella Chronicles, and that's why Chris was smart, you know, went further on his step ahead, and brought Rebecca Chambers to save them to cure them because they were already getting killed off, you know. But like I said, the villains is kind of like they were like step ahead too, you know. They're like a very difficult directions that they're taking because you know Rebecca had like back up or what happened? The team got wiped from the fish, and Becca grabbed the cure to save the team. Without her, you don't think that Rebecca is not capable. Rebecca character always was scared, like her type of character. But she does unpredictable, but is how it is. I like how players think that Rebecca is like some action hero stuff, but now you know the true Rebecca Chambers. That's why they went back to the two characters. That's how they were. There's like some trying to predict that Rebecca is like some action hero, not this scary type of thing. She is, you know. That's how they were created. That's why the CGI was made. Like if you don't see like foreshadowing details, that's how the characters is, you know. They were made like that. Now you know, now you know the true character. That's why the CGI was made. That's why it was a thing for like that want to see, you know, wanted to come back, you know, that's why it came back, and that's why but Resident Evil 9 would be different, you know, because you know Lady Miranda wasn't part of it, but it's just like Ethan Winter interfered because he was like a former Umbrella, but decided to betray the villains and become good guy. Because if Ethan Winter wasn't a good guy, he was bad, and didn't interfere Lady Miranda's um plan, Chris Redfield would have died in Village. You know, if it was like I said earlier ago with my theory, this is just a discussion, but with my theory that if Lady Miranda, if the inspiration went that direction with Lady Miranda as like was in part of, is part of the series with Spencer and Save Spencer, and how those cutscenes, how like how they took some hero thing from Leon, where Leon usually kill off Krauser or the fight against Krauser, But like I say, the show parts where they added where Louis saved Leon against Krauser and then he got killed off, That part, Trying to put parts like that, It kind of makes sense. Lady Miranda be part of it. Spencer would have survived and further. Maybe would have got killed off to the founder of Umbrella. But like I say, the original village, I'm not sure if it's canon or not, but like I say, the Winter is part of like the super genius villains, whatever, people of things, whatever, that decide to betray Lady Miranda and the Umbrella and become a good guy or something. Superpowers and copy Lady Miranda. And that's why Chris got lucky. He was saved by the Winter. It would have been different if it was like how Resident Death Island was, that direction and the inspiration or something like that, would have imagined if the inspiration went that direction to this original. It still would be the original, but it would be like the inspiration. Just that they would have like maybe the villain appear in maybe Lady Miranda, and then make it hard for the characters, and then you will see them. They will struggle and stuff, or like how Resident Evil 4 remake was, where Leon was struggling. Leon has like a lot of luck, but his luck almost is gonna be over because he almost got killed off. He's still drinking something like that in his character. How Leon is on Vendetta. So pretty much, Chris is already like back to his form. Like I say, we don't how that would have make sense. If Lady Miranda was part of the inspiration, but a different direction. They added those cutscenes, those adding scenes, cutscenes. Would have put like Lady Miranda in. Who would have been part? Would have like Spencer. She would have been like the birds. Would have been pretend to have transformed, but can't get killed off, until later on they will know how to kill off Lady Miranda. But like I say, she was immortal, Well, would have make sense. Would have make sense. Would have killed off characters. She would have become the tree, the rain, the bird transformation, the stuff, Would have make sense. But like, would have make sense of her maybe helping Nemesis. She probably will be in part. But maybe not. Perhaps she was just sent Nemesis come after. Like Spencer was like that too, but it's not. It's not like that from how it is from that direction. Would have been. This is just a discussion. Would have been like, or it's not. They went to like the good guys direction, like Louis saving Leon, Leon, part parades for part show where Leon usually faced a big monster at the end, or the monster it looks like a scorpion something. But it's not. But like in the original the Death Island, it went back to how Resident Evil 3 is, where they took the CGI from Revelation 2, they took the Revelation 2, and then they went back to its roots of Death Island. Now you see your heroes struggling, and they say Leon is OP, and the favorite character. You see now Leon is but you're not sure if Leon will his time will be over, or will he appear in the next Resident Evil? Will like Chris Redfield, like that's why he called Jill, but Claire, I'm not sure what they said Claire will appear. That would make sense, but we're not sure if this villain is not a villain. If she's Umbrella, is this the connection? We're not sure, you know. Well, because you know, Lady Miranda would have been like the main spotlight. Would have like pay attention to Chris Redfield. She did pay attention to Chris Redfield. It's just that like if they want to interfere, and that's why Chris Redfield survived. You know, like could happen. What if Ethan Winter was bad and didn't interfere? Lady Miranda and working together, and that would make sense. And Chris would have died in Village, you know, or not. Call Jill Valentine, you know, like how they defeated the Morgan, the final boss from Revelation, where he took down the final form. He was like similar to Lady Miranda, but just that he could teleport. He could, like, you know, do like bank jutsu or something. And Joe and Chris defeated them, you know? That's like toughest way, you know? Chris would have I think don't think Chris wouldn't call Joe Valentine to come and help him. I think it would, you know, it would have shown Joe to save Chris against Lady Miranda into Winter, you know, defeating them. Into Winter perhaps will be when I still human, but it'll be different, you know? But it didn't want that direction, so I see why it didn't want. And then Lady Miranda got defeated. It did show parts, you know, in the DLC that she survived. You know, it could have been another one she could survive again, because you know the connection have her powers. They have her sample, and it could make sense that she could survive, you know. But I think not, you know. But you know how Umbrella is, where sometimes in the end, you could see some of them take some samples or something, and they could use that for a type of way, maybe revive. You know how Wesker mentioned that earlier in Code Veronica. That was like a clue that Wesker mentioned Steve could be revived, similar to Wesker, you know, perhaps being control or something. So Lady Miranda could be revived or not, you know. If she did revive, that means she will have her full power. We're not sure if she will have her full power. If not, it's different, you know, maybe a different direction. This villain will probably be better. Perhaps he has more like special superpowers similar to Lady Miranda, but like using her powers, you know, show more of her powers. It did show in Village where Lady Miranda she could transform, she could control the rain. I mean, no, she could be the birds, she could be like someone else. That is shown. It did show that she was someone else. She could have some enemies, you know. It shows in the game that she's paying attention, you know. She's destroying everyone. But like as a player that's playing Ethan Winter, when she look at Ethan Winter in the grass or something, the woods, she didn't think of Ethan Winter as a big thing, you know, a big problem, because she was focusing on Chris Redfield, and like she was focusing on Chris Redfield, and Chris Redfield is like struggling, and that's why she was focusing on him. Just that uses that into Winter into fear, and then it did good. It did good in the Resident Evil series, and like now they know. We don't know if the like Umbrella, the remaining survivors or something. That's like a big thing. Like facing off the stars, you know. Now it's like Marvel. they're like Avengers on their own way. You know, Avengers mission. They're like forming a team, but like you never see them forming a team together. First time ever. Just Vendetta, just Chris Rep. No, Leon, the Avengers. You know, first time ever. Leon and Chris. No, Leon and Claire into this generation, and then Vendetta, Chris, Leon into their Avengers mission. But now they're going to Leon is going to do something else. But when I look at, like I said, it could like how their violent is. Leon meet with Jill. He was already in the area. It's just that he wasn't focusing on a mission with the same. They weren't in the same pathway, but they have the same. You say they have the mission with Leon, Jill, but he wasn't. He wasn't trying to help them. He was doing his own thing, you know. That's how it is in Resident Evil. Sometimes they will meet up, you know. They meet up with Jill. Like we don't know if the next Resident Evil, if Leon or Jill or Chris will have a hard time, or Chris will get killed off. We're not sure, you know. We're not sure if he's gonna get killed off. Chris, or like they would do the same how the villain is. We're not sure if he will go serious. Maybe we'll see. Maybe it's a friend of Umbrella. We don't know if it's Umbrella because you know if there's still remaining survivors or something in the game of Umbrella. They're like how Glenaris was, Maria Gomez from Resident Evil Vendetta. She got killed off from the sequel. She was a superhuman. I knew that she was superhuman. You know, it made Leon have a hard time. She made a mistake, and Leon survived. You know, because it was the villain fault because they didn't focusing, like I said, didn't focus of his plan and take down the stars. You know, so the next one, we not they say that will it be like this season? Perhaps who went serious maybe and decided to take down. Okay, it's time to take down either Claire, Jill. We don't know. You know, Resident Evil Village don't know anything about BSA in the end.